Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is going to be the back nine of Oregon Park in Kennesaw, Georgia. I really hope you enjoy it. Hole 10 is a 204-foot par 3. There's a hallway of trees straight to the pin, but there's also the option to go right and miss a few trees. I'm up first on hole 10. I'm throwing my Innova Atlas. It's my straight mid-range. I'm trying to just make it through all the trees. A little too much hyzer, not nowhere near flat enough, and end up in the woods to the left.
I'm going to be using my Mako for this shot. The idea is just throw it flat and straight. And I end up turning it over to the right a little bit, but I'm still out in the open.
Here I come with my neutron relativity. Was chopping a lot of wood like a lumberjack this round, but I figured I could flex it around the trees. And I threw it a little too high, but ended up getting around into the clearing to the right side. Furthest away from the hole though. So my second shot, I'm just trying to approach it, get it through this gap right in front of me. And works out, end up right on the edge of circle one.
So I'm taking my Jawbreaker Roach for my approach shot here.
I have some trees I'm trying to throw through. I have a little bit of opening that I can get a disc through. I'm not going for the basket. I'm just going for a layup.
Here I am trying to make my putt in circle one. Don't get off the top of the basket. So I take a stroke and go ahead and sink it. You know, just pride.
This ends up being a par bogey.
Slam dunk.
Hole 11 is a 214-foot par 3. Basket is up on a hill guarded by some rocks and a tree.
I'll be taking the first shot. Throwing my Hades here. And I smack the tree kind of dead ahead.
Now I come back with my neutron relativity, and in solidarity, I follow the same line as Cofer and I hit the same tree.
I'm going to attempt to not hit the same tree. Breaking out the buzz. Hole straight in front of us, so I'm trying to float it over onto to the hill. End up going a little bit more left than I wanted to, a little bit long of the basket, but that's okay.
Looks like I'm going with my Nova again for another approach. And a little left short, but it's fine.
Alright, I'm coming up the hill here. I'm using my eraser, I think. Alright, I landed right next to the basket.
Here's my look. I have to go around this tree. I think I can't see the basket. Yeah. Shooting a little bit past the basket, but that's not that bad though. Saving par.
Alright, with a slight uphill putt. Hit the chains and don't stay in.
The chain finesser lives. And as you can see, this easy putt right here is obviously going to be a par. Watch it happen. Watch it in action. And doink! Oh, boy. Keep it pure.
Yeah. Saving par. I got this. There we go.
Hole 12 is a 290-foot par 3. The hole is obstructed by a hill that slopes from right to left, and there are a few guardian trees to contend with.
Right all. Here I am, about to throw my boss. On this hole, I like to throw a hyzer shot and try to ride the line of the hill. So on the throw, as you can see, it'll come out a little wide to the right. And that's all hoping that it's going to come down the hill and actually in this shot end up parked next to the basket. So it played out perfectly.
I'll be going with a forehand attempt using my force.
Use the force, Cofer.
It looks like I don't throw it quite as left as I would like, but it ends up doing okay.
I choose to throw a overstable fairway driver. Going with my Thunderbird, I think. I need to take this very left because I know it's very overstable, so I'm going to miss all these trees. End up throwing it way too high on way too much hyzer and very short. Here's my second shot. Try and lay up. Oh, God.
Dork Squad!
Trying to get every little bit of roll I can
Corley.
get.
Corley the last dick spender.
Using the putter for the approach here. Getting around the tree.
Here's my shot to save par. I really should have moved this stick since I'm standing right on it. I honestly think I threw off my entire shot.
Prove it on it!
It's not that great a hole for me.
And here's my par putt.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Mine.
Hey, who's that parked right next to the basket?
Yeah.
Could that be me? Aw, yeah.
Looks like a flip fault.
Hole 13 is a 234-foot par 3. The hole is wide open for attack for backhand players, but if you're a forehand dominant player, you have a couple trees to contend with.
Here in this hole, I'm throwing my neutron relativity. I end up taking 2 shots just because I don't really like the way the first one ends up, but this is the first shot. I flex it out right, and then it comes back towards the basket a little bit, but it's putt, and I'm going to say circle 2.
Trying the Hades on this. Gonna do a understable backhand attempt.
On this hole, I'll be taking my Prodigy H4. It's my neutral fairway driver. See if I can get this out flat and straight. End up not doing either. Way left. I'm gonna have to scramble for an approach shot.
And here I am, going for my birdie attempt. It looked pretty close on the camera, but
It's my approach, trying to get through the trees. I'm okay. 15 feet away, 10 feet away.
At this point, Corley was pretty far ahead of us, so I went aggressive with the putt. I just want you guys to see here. He doubted me, but there we are.
Yeah.
Straight cash. Money!
Saving my par putt. I'm okay with this.
and also for par.
There we go.
Hole 14 is a 176-foot par 3, the shortest hole on the course, but don't let that fool you. There's trees that hug the fairway, and there is a trench that runs along the fairway that gets bigger as you get closer to the pin.
I am throwing on this hole my flow. Yeah, latitude 264 flow. And I air it out and end up a mile away from the hole. We'll call that quality.
I will be throwing my Mako. Again, every time I throw this disc, the idea is just throw it flat and straight. And it happens about 3% of the time.
That's what we call madness.
Again, too much Anheuser, fades right into the bushes.
Since this is a shorter hole, a little bit downhill, I'll be taking my Luna. I'm gonna try and ante this down the fairway. Did not ante it enough. I think I hit a tree. Ended up really short.
Now you would like to think this was an approach shot, but really what I was going for was throwing way past the basket to challenge myself.
Here's my second shot. Going with the Luna. I think I'm trying to make this.
That flight line, wow.
Some grade A video recording.
I think I'm using my putter on this. Throw way too left.
Right in the sweet spot. I'm trying to approach on this shot again. End up finessing the chains, but at least I got a little put and putt.
Just a little layup.
I think I'm pretty close. I have confidence. Oh man. Hey.
The great equalizer.
Yeah, it's not been that great.
Hole 15 is a 240-foot par 3. Forehand dominant players will have to flirt with the OB running along the fairway to the left, whereas backhand players have trees to miss.
Right all. It me. I start out this hole with my neutron irrelativity. I'm going out wide left to cut back in at the basket. Ends up being a pretty good forehand shot.
Well, this is another forehand shot for me, so that means I'm going to be throwing my force. And it looks pretty good.
Doesn't hit anything. I will be also forehanding. I'm going to take my destroyer.
Destroyer, you barely know her.
Oh my god. Trying not to hit any trees. Going very left. Ended up being not that bad of a shot. A little bit of skip. I'll be okay.
Lucky boy. Got my pure, taking my approach shot. End up taking a little wide right, but I don't mind going for par.
That's a tap in.
Nah.
About 20-ish feet or so. And...
Don't squad!
Way too high.
Do it, do it!
Looking like a pretty close attempt. And,
Like, fell out of your hand.
We call that a flub. And you're not closing in for par.
There we go. We all get pars.
Tough scene.
Hole 16 is a 240-foot par 3. The only real obstacle in the fairway are the guardian trees surrounding the pin.
So on this hole, I make the poor decision of throwing my boss, mostly because I know I put too much on it. It's just going to soar way too far. But here you are to witness it yourself. I'm standing there the hole for a long time.
We had someone in the way.
Yeah. Here we are. Watch me go.
Zing.
Unstoppable.
He overthrew the basket by like 100 feet.
As is my right. Come on, Cofer.
going with the Hades again. It looks pretty decent. Finish on the left side.
Going with my Big Z buzz. Trying to just go straight. Just simple flat shot. And hit the third tree and go way right. Maybe 150 to the pin. No. A little less than that. Taking my Luna. Trying to get close. I throw it way too high. I end up way too short.
Angry Alex.
Yeah. Alex mad.
I am not sure what disc I threw. Pretty sure it's my pure. But I don't get it that far off the ground. But it ends up riding right up to the basket, so I'll take it.
And here's my attempt at birdie.
Doing.
Keyword attempt.
Here I am closing out par.
Par as well. Back to me. Further away than I originally thought.
Yikes.
Over the basket. I want to break that putter so bad. There we go.
Hole 17 is the 265-foot par 3. There's a tree to the right, so it blocks the big hyzer route, but if you can throw one straight and low, it should put you in a good spot.
Cofer, is that your force? Or your Mako?
That one will probably be my Mako.
Oh, yes. The forbidden disc.
Well, this one I just try to throw it kind of in line with the box and have it break left.
I think you end up way right.
The Mako way. Bringing back the neutron relativity because I can't escape it. And I get into the woods, but it falls way left. I don't put enough on it.
Taking my Luna, trying to go straight. Simple shot.
Fancy boy thought he could outdrop
Yeah.
us with the putter.
I think I'm in a good spot.
There are no gang signs?
Come on now.
Looks like you got a pretty decent approach here.
Ooh, snuck it in between those trees.
I think that was also my Mako.
Way to save it.
That's Johnny's second shot.
Yeah, I was coming out of the middle of nowhere.
Wow, I'm still pretty far away.
Should be able to make it from there. I'm in the woods. Nothing obstructing my putt. Up.
Except for
over.
making it, huh?
Yeah. Saving bogey.
Putting in the scores.
Yeah. So save par and.
Gotta stretch it out for this difficult putt.
Oh boy.
I'm always on 100.
Last but not least is hole 18. 232 feet, par 3. You're throwing uphill the whole way. Just off the tee pad are some trees that can get in your head and mess with your shot.
Hole 18.
So
Like
the
your
goal
boss?
with my goal with my boss is to get it out wide right and try to just get up the hill. And I throw it way too early and end up very far left of the hill I need to get up.
Taking my Prodigy H4 once again. Trying to go right. A little too much hyzer, but I got it out wide right enough. I think that's okay.
Can't quite tell, but this is
Definitely
probably my
Hades.
Hades because thrown uphill. Looks like I threw it a little to the right, but I think it's fine.
On the edge of the hill.
All right, looks like I got my putter out here. Not too sure where the basket is.
That was very high. Okay, never mind. You're close.
All right.
And I'm thrown out of the depths of hell. But I bring out my pure disc. Just trying to lay it up. And I do exactly
there you go.
that.
Perfect layup. Stop rolling. There we go. Closer than I originally expected off the tee. See if I can make this for birdie.
The chain finesser.
Wow, that was wobbly.
Yeah. Star par frame hole.
Yes, yes, yes. And obviously, I just don't want it. Keep it pure.
If you've gotten to this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll be back to show you some more courses.